Hello everyone, it's me Thales. You are watching my channel dedicated to English language. This is an intermediate advanced video, which means that it will be recorded entirely in English. Last video, we talked about countable and uncountable nouns. So my intention here is to continue studying these structures, seeing more examples, right? By the way, subscribe to the channel, hit notification bell, and give a thumbs up if you enjoy the video, right? I record videos almost every day. We are reaching the mark of 300 videos recorded already. So there is much content for you to watch, right? You can search the topics according to what you want to watch, and there are many topics yet to come, so if you haven't found what you are looking for yet, don't worry, it will be recorded sometime soon, provided that that's an essential English grammar, because we are covering the basic grammar points before delving into other topics such as vocabulary, phrasal verbs, business English, and so forth. Let's go. Yes, it's already Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I love Fridays. Well, last video, we talked about usage of some of indefinite and definite articles, and today we will talk about nouns, which can be countable or uncountable. So we will see by examples, right? There are some words which can be either countable or uncountable. It depends on the context, okay? I have heard a noise. I have heard a noise. I have heard a weird noise. I have heard a weird noise. Here you use the indefinite article because this noise is specific, right? It's not any noise I'm talking about. I have just heard something strange and I have to go and investigate it. So I have just heard a weird noise, for example. She can't concentrate on her work because there's too much noise. Can you concentrate on doing anything? If there is too much noise, I can't. I'm unable to concentrate in such situations. So she can't concentrate on something because there is too much noise. When you say much noise is already enough, right? This is uncountable. Much is used for uncountable. And many is used for countable. In this context, we can't use too many noise. No, it's wrong. So you have to say too much noise. Too here is giving emphasis, right? I want to emphasize that it's not only much noise, it's too much noise. It works as an adverb, right, of intensity. It intensifies the meaning of the word noise, right? Let's see more examples. I haven't got time for this. I'm sorry, I haven't got time for this. I will deal with this later, right? We may talk about this subject later, but right now I'm unable to do what you want. So I haven't got time for this. Time here is uncountable. Do you have enough time? Do you have some time? For example, some time. Time here is uncountable. Some is a pronoun, right? An indefinite pronoun. You have some and you have many. Many is a lot of them. Some is just a few ones, right? Or a few or a little. I have little time. So you can say, for example, I have little time for this. But you can't say I have a few time. No, few is used for countable. A little or little is used for uncountable, right? So you can say I have little time to deal with this problem right now, to deal with this matter. I don't have enough time. You can't say many time, it's incorrect, but you can say some time, okay? On the other hand, when you want to wish a person, wish that a person has a nice time, you can say, oh, are you going to travel? Have a good time. I hope you have a wonderful time. Have a wonderful time there. So you wish this person had a wonderful time. I'm using an article here. So I can say that time here is countable, right? You can't use are or an for uncountable. Oops, sorry. You can't use, right? Are or an I used for countable nouns. Uncountable nouns, they don't come with articles in general, right? They don't come with articles. Not for uncountable. So you can't use this for uncountable. I can say this is countable. I have a free room to rent. Okay, so I live in a 2-bedroom apartment and my intention is to rent a room to another person, right? I live alone and I want to rent the apartment for another person so that we can split the costs, right? To pay the rental. It's very common in big cities. People share the same apartment in order to reduce the amount of money they pay per month, right? They have tight budget. Most people who do this, they either have a tight budget, they have little money, or maybe they just want to save some money. They want to save some money for something else. It's possible. Maybe they want to save some money. I have a free room to rent. You see, I'm using here an indefinite article. So, is this countable or uncountable? It's countable. It's countable for two reasons here. I'm using an indefinite article, and I can count how many rooms do you have available for rent. How many rooms? How many rooms do you have available for rent? I have just one room available. I have just one room. How many is used for countable? So I can count. On the other hand, in the examples we have seen before, you can't say have a wonderful time. You can say one time, 2 times. Yes, it's weird, it's not appropriate, but you can say have a wonderful time. Here, I consider that time is a countable noun, but I can't say how many times, how many wonderful times did you have? No, not. It's not so proper, but maybe you can say, I had a wonderful time traveling to the US and I had a wonderful time traveling to Europe. So these were two different events, two different time frames, okay? But anyway. Another example, when you say, for example, I read the paper early in the morning. Here I'm using a definite article. First of all, paper is the same of newspaper. Newspaper. When you say, I went to the newsstand to buy a newspaper. Newsstand to buy a paper. This is the, okay? Yes, it's misspelled. It's stand. Not misspelled. It's spelled correctly, but it's a little, yes, it's confusing. It's newsstand. I went to the newsstand to buy a paper. A paper, it means a newspaper, right? I like to read newspapers in the morning. I read the paper, or I read the paper. Yes, here I read the paper is better. Read, read, read. So the pronunciation is the same. No, the pronunciation is different. In the simple present or present simple, you say read. Simple past or past simple, you say read. So here, I'm expressing an idea in the simple present. I read the newspaper or I read the paper early in the morning. I'm using a definite article here because the idea I want to express is, it's my paper. I don't read any paper available. I have someone who delivers the paper to me because I have subscribed for a service, delivery of newspapers. So every morning I take the newspaper and I read. I like to keep myself updated on the latest news that we have around, okay? Well, last but not least, yes, there is a lot of things to cover. We are not going to cover everything in this video, but I guess I will see two topics before we end this video. So it's not last but not least, but the last two topics we will talk about. So here, paper is countable. But when you say, do you have some paper? This is not toilet paper, okay? When, for example, I need to make some notes, right? So that I can remember, for example, a shopping list. Do you make a shopping list before going shopping? I don't. Yes, I don't make a shopping list. But some people, they take a scrap of paper, right? Just a small piece of paper. So, do you have some paper? So somebody gives you a piece of paper, okay? Some paper. It doesn't specify the amount of paper, how much space you have available for writing. No, you have no idea. So do you have some paper? I need to write my shopping list. I need to write down my shopping list so that I can remember buying everything I need, okay? Getting that job requires a lot of experience. Job experience, work experience. This is uncountable because you can't count, you can't measure what is the volume of experience that is required. A lot of experience. If you want more details about what experience will be required, you have to check the job description, for example. Take the job description or the job offering, right? There is an opportunity, a position open. You check the job opening and you see what's required to get the job. So it requires a lot of experience. I had many nice or many, how can I say, many good experiences abroad. Here, what am I talking about? It may be some things that have happened to you, moments that you had which you consider that were good for you. So I had many good experiences abroad. Here, experiences is countable. Here, a lot of experience is uncountable because the word doesn't have a plural form. Okay? I enjoy drinking beer on weekends. For example, I don't drink beer on a regular basis because I found out that if I drink, even if it's a small amount of beer, the possibility of myself having a hangover, oh my God, I hate to have hangovers the next day. Yes, I feel bad. There's something uneasy. I started feeling uneasy. My head aches. It's terrible. And the bad experience goes through the whole next day. So I enjoy drinking, of course, but it has to be moderate. Lately, I haven't drunk a lot. I guess it was last month or so, the last time I drank. And even so, it was, I drank small amounts of beer. I drank 3 bottles of beer, for example. Just 3 bottles of beer, it was fine to me. I didn't have to drink anything else. But when I was younger, I used to have hangovers on a regular basis because I drank too much. So you enjoy drinking beer. Here is uncountable. I'm not specifying here how many bottles. Bottles you can measure. You can actually say 1 bottle, 2 bottles, 3 bottles, and so forth, right? How many bottles of beer, how many glasses of beer do you take, right? Do you drink? But here is it countable or uncountable? Here is uncountable and here is countable. Okay? Just remember, beer, you can use the same logic here. Coffee. I like to drink, I don't drink much coffee during the day. I don't drink much coffee. Or you can say, I like to drink a cup of coffee in the morning. This is countable because actually you can count how many cups of coffee you took, right? 1 cup, 2 cups, and so on. Okay? The same expression can be used about juice. When you say, for example, I want an orange juice, it can be a glass of orange juice. It's implied here that it is 1 unit of orange juice, right? I like to drink orange juice. So the waiter of a restaurant asks you if you are having something to eat, to drink, and you say, I'm having an orange juice, please. So this person understands that it's 1 unit of, most probably it's a glass of orange juice. Or some restaurants, they offer a jar of juice, right? With a bigger amount, a larger amount of juice, so that you can drink and share juice with someone else, right? A jar may correspond to more glasses of juice. Okay, people, that's it. Next video, we will continue talking about the some uncountable nouns, which are extremely relevant to English language. Alright, I hope you enjoyed my video. This video is already 20 minutes. Oh my god, for God's sake. But I guess it was a nice one, wasn't it? See you next video.